The shadows start.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here.
Oh, no.
He's got daylight. 30, the 20.
What the hell happened there?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happened? That means because I think for the team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Right now.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. David Johnson here on the catch. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head.
This man got his stinking call behind the block.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
I got to take him out, man. He tripping. Nah, they were, Bo Scarborough.
Ready? White 25. Hey, let's get it for Burger. Top. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Under crunch. Switch. Watch out. 36.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Yeah.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eventually, he gonna call.
Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. Finds his target, the rookie Scott Miller. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You got the pressure there. Keep getting there. Keep bringing it.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Noah Spence able to drop him for a loss of a couple. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray flush to his right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
This will be fielded at the 17.
Blocking the back.
34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Ready, flag, put it down. Good. Watch the twist. Come on, Sunday.
Barber on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On play action, Winston. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
I think he got stuck. Boy, I don't sound like bullshit.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Soul searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off the defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And when he was taken 62nd, a lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Oh, my God.
From the gun, Murray steps away to his left.
Oh, my God.
Right, but it's intercepted.
What are you doing?
Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Ready. Move ready. Check back. Check back. SOS. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On second down, it's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
A first down throw for Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Working out of the gun. Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's get right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
I'll be asleep right after the game.
Come up 2nd and 10.
I'm gonna be asleep soon. I'm gonna be asleep soon.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Murray. He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Murray now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. To throw, it's Murray. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On the ground, this is Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray.
Oh my!
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Completion left side to Miller.
Wow. Wow.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Wow.
Scott Miller, as the first half is winding down, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Gay is up and good.
Yes,
and it's now 21-0.
That was BS.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. M.J. Stewart, mainly known for his pass coverage, this time a sack.
Kill him.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
45, 45. So don't say nothing.
Murray now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, with a catch made by Johnson. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Throw the ball away.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
Oh, my God. Golly, boy.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. On fourth down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal.
And he missed.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Switch. He's coming. Double up. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jameis to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
We want it. Come to my work. Let's go.
Jameis again. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Slam.
Winston gives to Barber. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Where is my safety at, man?
3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose
Oh,
football.
my God.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They'll run on first down. Barber. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston.
He fumbled the ball.
And he fumbles. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
He fumbled the ball.
Scott Miller, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. Here's Gay now to add the extra point.
Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my God. I'm glad I got this recorded, done.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now,
my God.
They have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, my God.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Man, they ain't even cheat.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Ready? Blackman, get that. Hey, stop. Let's go.
On 1st down, Barber. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I can see that.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
He holding the ball. He won't fumble it a bit.
be scared of it.
Now Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Check nine.
On play action, Winston looking downfield for Godwin. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Buda Baker with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
Come on, Andy.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 45.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I'm still mad about that fumble in the end zone. He stripped in before he crossed the foul line.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Here's Murray from midfield.
Come here. Oh, my God.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Let me go. Easy. Let's go right here.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Crash down. That
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Madden played me, bro. You ain't good, bro. You ain't good, bro. You ain't good, bro. You ain't good, bro. You ain't good. You ain't good, bro.
Once again, it's Barber.
Come on, man.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout. They're 2nd as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, if you don't stop him.
And they'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity.
Can't make this up, boy.
This is
crazy.
Frustration.
This is bananas,
Not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
Bro.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here's Barber.
Strip that man, bro.
Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Golly.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
At the 46-yard line.
Oh, he gonna take a knee.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Wow, bro. Who does that, bro?
Victory
Who
formation
does
now
that,
for
bro?
the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Who does that, man? Oh my God, boy. Man, this some old bull. This was the worst game ever, boy.
Ready. Blue ready.
Madden delivered this man one, boy.
Winston will
Madden
kneel down,
delivered
and
this man
that
the
should be your
game,
ball
boy. Good
game.
game, bro.
A loss of a yard.
Man, cut it out, bro.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.
Man,
it was
we
their
go all
defense
the
that
way
really
none of
paved
that.
the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown.